my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it is so lovely to see you today. In this video we are going to be sitting down and doing some more grimoiring. So grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. So here we are, flicking past the pages that we did last time in the art grimoire, and today we are concentrating on what it is to be a Pisces. I've picked cerulean blue, I don't know how to say that, and we're just gonna be walloping paint all over the pages because I want this to look like water, so I'm going everywhere with the paintbrush and trying to get as many brush marks as possible, which is the opposite to usual because I just want it to be like waves. And while I do this, let's talk about what it is to be a Pisces. Pisces is the 12th sign in the zodiac and it belongs between the dates of February 19th and March the 20th, and I am on the 16th of March. We are smart, creative and deeply intuitive, which means that we can almost be psychic with how much we can feel what other people feel, and this explains me so much. This opened my eyes so much. I'm really good at feeling what other people are feeling. I can quickly tell if someone's feeling upset or sad. I will cry with you if you're crying. I'm one of those people, and that's a big part of being a Pisces, very deeply emotional. We Pisces, however, are also known as being deeply intelligent. I know, shocking, but Albert Einstein was a Pisces, so that really interested me to find out. We can also be quite sensitive in small groups, and apparently we have really active imaginations, which does not surprise me at all. I live in a made-up world. Even now in my 40s, I do not like where I am. I can just imagine I'm somewhere else, and I've always been able to do that, and I love that I never lost that. I'm really lucky to have that, so I love that part of being a Pisces. But it does mean that we do need time on our own to kind of decompress and recalibrate. We need a lot of rest time and alone time because of that. So that explains a lot of my experience in my life. I feel like I understand myself so much better just by knowing that. We love spending time reading, doing art or music, and we process our emotions through art. And I was told my whole life that art was not for me and I shouldn't do it. And since I've started this art journey, I've definitely found myself feeling less of those overflowing emotions, and almost like I can bring it out in the paint, if that makes sense, which is such a witchy thing to say. I just love that though. I love that I can decompress by painting something and getting that creative side of me out. So that was really amazing to know. A lot of the time it says that Pisces people can seem very quiet, but we are very strong, and we have a very strong sense of right and wrong. We have a good moral compass, and we're good at following our gut or our intuition, which goes along with the whole psychic thing. I think that goes well together. We have strong convictions and we live by them. So yeah, do you feel like you know me a bit better? Because I feel like I know me a lot better. I really do. So we're coming to the end of me painting the two pages to look like waves. I don't know if you have any tips and tricks as to how to make paper and paint look like water or waves. Let me know if there's any videos or anything that I could watch to learn better, just leave them down below, because I would love to get better at this side of things, just making what's in my head appear on the page. And here I'm showing you my mermaid ephemera book that I treated myself to, and this is all pictures of mermaids and labels and shells and things. It's really vintage looking, really pretty. I'll leave a link to this book down below if you're interested in it, but yeah, it's just really, really pretty. And I thought this would be perfect for Pisces, because the Beverley is actually terrified of fish, so I didn't want to put pictures of fish or anything like that. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. I'm terrified, deathly terrified of any kind of sea creature. And here I'm just writing Pisces in white and laying out the things that I've cut out, like little circles with mermaids in and things that I can write in or write on, just to space them out and find exactly the right place for them. This was really important to me to get it right. I didn't want to have to rip it or ruin it. I was feeling the pressure, but here I am just sticking them all down in place with Pritt Stick. Let me know any good papercraft glues, please. And I was so happy with how it looked. You get some jazz hands. So the flower that represents Pisces is water lilies, so I've chosen a patterned pink and a patterned green craft paper to turn into those. And I'll be honest with you, at first, no clue how I was going to do it. My husband drew a water lily leaf on the paper first, and then I kind of copied him in lots of different sizes. I kind of wanted to dot them around as if they're just floating on the surface of a pool. I didn't want them to look like they belonged there, kind of thing, like, oh, this is where the leaf goes and that's going to go there. Like, I just wanted to plonk them in place, and I wanted them to all look slightly different, so I wanted to draw them. You all know that I'm not very good at drawing as yet. It's a skill that I am working on, but here I am cutting out the leaves, and I think they came out really nice in the patterned green. I could have painted them, but I really wanted to use paper crafts, as I could in future write on these if I wanted to. I watch a lot of other witches who do grimoire with me's or art, and one of the big tips that I've come up with from watching them is to have lots of places where I can add writing. Right now I am sticking these down with the glue dots. I'm not a huge fan of the glue dots, but what I like about them is it gives kind of a 3D look, because it lifts them up off the paper a little bit, and I can't think of another way of doing that. If anybody knows a different way of doing that, please let me know. But rather like I did with the butterflies, I wanted to give that kind of, it's floating on the top, rather than these are part of the pond, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I hope it does. But yeah, I'm just sticking down the lily pads, and I like how I did them. I have left gaps so I can add in future, which is really important to me, to leave lots of room to grow in my grimoire and to add more later if I want or need to. So that was something that I was really, really hoping to do. So while I finished that, I thought I'd talk about how Pisces don't work the same way everybody else does, in that we seem to be very quick to get jobs done. And I've noticed many people over my life talk about how quick I am at doing things that other people seem to take a long time at. But I think it's because there may be times when you think we're daydreaming or not listening, and we're actually trying to figure out how we'll do something. And because I think we are quite logical, we can figure things out and how we're going to do them in quite an easy way. And so we go for the path of least resistance, like all good water flowing does. And I think that's a very good gift to have in life. Here I'm just looking through on my iPad for some water lily pictures some ideas, what they look like, that sort of thing, so I can plan how I'm going to actually make that out of the pink paper. I was quite lucky because this was pink on both sides, the pattern paper. It was a different colour pink. So I decided to cut out the pattern so it would be different sizes of spiky sort of star shapes. I'm sorry for those of you who cannot see this because I'm terrible at explaining. But anyway, I'm layering the pattern on top of each other in alternating pink craft paper and sticking them together with the dots, because again, I want this to be 3D. I want it to look like they are floating on the water and for it to be really pretty. And I think it worked quite well. So let me know what you think. Do they look anything like water lilies? I'm not so sure, if I'm going to be honest. And here I'm just adding in some facts about being a Pisces in brown fountain pen ink. The element is water. The ruling planet is Neptune, and we are the 12th ruling house. The spirit colour is sea green. Our lucky gem is a moonstone. The flower is a water lily. And our top love match is a Virgo. I don't think I've ever dated a Virgo though, so there you go. But yeah, I think it's important to learn as much as you can about these things, and I think at some point I might try and make like a little envelope or something to add more information on this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but if I do that, I'll probably do it as a short. So let me know if you'd like to see me do that. I've not tried making envelopes or anything like that yet, but I've watched many a crafter and journaler, an art journal person do it, so maybe I should give it a whirl. I will do like updated flick throughs as we get further into the book as well, so you're not going to miss out on anything if I do add things or change things along the journey. But art is never finished. I made that up. I do just want to add though that some of these pictures I found quite difficult to write over the top. It was almost like the ink wouldn't come out of the pen properly. I don't know if it's the printed mermaids on there or some kind of coating they've put on the paper, but it was quite difficult to write on, and I don't know if I should invest in a different kind of pen for this sort of craft. Please let me know if you are an art journal person, or you know, oh yeah, fountain pen ink won't go on this, but this kind of pen will. Please let me know. I'm here to learn. I'm still learning, still growing, and this is all new to me. I've never done art before really, but I love crafting and I love this journey, so I definitely want to learn from those of you who know more than I. And then here is the final piece. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, I just want to take a moment to thank my Patreons, Ravin, Kirsty Nelms, who's done all of my branding, Margaret Finlay, Sarah O'Donoghue, who keeps us safe over on Discord, and Lindsay Winstanley. Thank you guys for your support. It means so much to me. So here it is, the finished piece. I have left some spots that I can add bits later, but as water lilies are the main flower for Pisces, I thought it'd be really nice to make some 3D water lilies and mermaids, because I'm terrified of fish. I know, I'm a Pisces, but what can you say? I'm just a really strange girl. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a cheeky like and a comment so I know and the YouTuberverse knows that you enjoyed it, and it'll help it get spread out just that little bit more. Don't forget, if you enjoy my content and it helps you at all, you can buy me a cup of tea over on Ko-fi, or you can help me out for just £2 a month over at Patreon. No pressure or anything, but those options are there for you. Don't forget, if you are new here, you can head down below, click that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here on Fridays, but sometimes on Monday. It just depends what's going on. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful, magical week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.